Okay, everybody, these are the chords that we learned during the first half of the guitar class. All right, and you can play these. I hope you play these over the break, and then when we come back, we could start to work on maybe some songs together. Okay, so the first three chords are the one-finger chords. Okay, so the first chord is the G, which is your third finger on your left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be your third finger of your left hand on the third fret of the first string. Remember the strings: E, A, D, G, B, E, Eddie, A, Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie, starting from the top closest to you. E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay? This is only on the high E string, third fret, third finger. Strum. G. Second chord is a C chord, which is your first finger on the first fret of the second string or the B string. Okay? The third chord is an E chord, which is your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string or the D string. Okay, so G, C, E. Okay, again, slow. They should sound like this. All right, when you play the chords, the G chord, you're only playing the G, B, and E strings, the three strings that are farthest away from you. Same thing with the C chord. You're just playing the G, B, and E strings. However, with the E chord, you're playing four strings. You're playing D, G, B, E. Why? Because your finger is here on the fourth string, so you have to play it, right? So that is a four-string chord. All right? Now, those are the first three chords. The second three chords, all right, remember I wanted you to think in terms of shapes. The second three chords are, if you remember, you start here with your second finger on the second fret of the fifth string or the A string. Right under that, you put your third finger on the second fret of the fourth string or the D string. Okay, now here you're going to strum everything. Okay, so look close. The fingers are right on top of each other. All right? E. Now what did we do? We took that shape and we moved it down one string. Right? So now your second finger is on the second fret of the D string and your third finger is on the second fret of the G string. Okay, then we took it and we moved it down again, one string. Second finger, third fret G string, third finger, second fret B string. Okay, so these are three chords. You're just moving the shape down. So remember where you start. Move down. Move down. Okay. You want to make sure that all the strings, you can hear them nice and clear. When you play chords, when you play the guitar with your left hand, you play on the tip of your finger. You don't bend it down like that. You play on the tip. Okay? Next, the next three chords. Go back to the first chord that we just did, right? Second fret of the A string with your second finger. Third fret of the D string with your third finger. But remember now you're going to add your first finger to the first fret of the third string or the G string. So it's not this anymore. You're going to add that finger. This finger gets added. So this is the first chord. The second chord, you add that. Now what do? We take that shape and we move it down one string. Okay? Take that shape again, move it down one string. Trying to get you to think in terms of shapes, because chords are just shapes. Depending where you play it on the guitar determines what chord that is: E, F, G, B flat, etc. Okay? So Second finger, second fret, A string. Third finger, second fret, D string. First finger, first fret, G string. Move it down, move it down. Okay? So that's 9 chords so far. Then what did we do? Then we got a little bit crazy in terms of the finger stretching, didn't we? We did a G chord. We did a full G chord, not the G chord that we just did before with one finger. We did a full G chord. What's that? What's that? Well, that's going to be your third finger on the third fret of the E string. Your second finger is going to be on the second fret of the A string. Remember Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. E string, A string. Then the next 3 strings, the D, the G, and the B are open strings. But you got to take your pinky now and you got to put it down there on the third fret of the high E string or the first string. Okay, so listen. Remember, the first chord was a G chord. What's that? Third fret of the high E string. What's the full G chord? Third fret of the high E string. But you're going to add these 2 fingers now. And you're going to strum all the strings. Now that's going to be a stretch. If your fingers start to cramp up, just stop, shake them out. Okay, shake them out. Take a little break and come back to it. Now, alternatively, if it really hurts, you can play this high E with your third finger. It's your choice. Third finger, fourth finger. I think it's easier with the fourth finger, but my hands are very big. So anyhow, just as long as you get all those notes nice and clear. All right, so there's a G chord. And then what do? We left that finger, I'm just using my pinky, whatever finger you use, leave that anchored. Don't pick it up. What you're going to move is these 2 fingers. So look. The next chord, you take these 2 fingers and move them down. Move them down 1 string. So now your third finger is on the third fret of the A string and your second finger is on the second fret of the D string. So first chord, second chord. Move it down again. Third finger is on the third fret of the D string. Second finger is on the second fret of the G string. This finger never moved. Okay? So this is your goal. Nice clean chords. All right? And you do that by practicing slowly and not forcing it. When your hand cramps up, you stop. Okay? These are chords that, this chord here is going to stretch your fingers a little bit. So it's going to probably be a little bit uncomfortable and you're probably not going to hear it clear. Just keep working on it nice and slow. So look, here's the chords again. Okay? You have 12 chords in your arsenal now. All right? So if you have any questions, just contact me. Practice these over the break and have a good holiday. And I look forward to seeing you back in January. Okay? Keep at it. You're doing great. You really are. I know that sometimes the class gets a little bit crazy, but when I sit with each of you, you're doing really well. So just keep going. Keep at it. All right? I want to see you succeed at this, and I'm here to help you. You take care, okay? See you soon.